Reason 1. We share the space we have on this planet with all other living creatures. Because there are a lot of people, space has become valuable. That's why we want to use public or open space. But we can't just use up the public space. The only way we can use it is by making something that's temporary. Much like a traveling circus, only without the elephants or the stupid clowns. Then we move on to reason 3. Let's call it the New Deal. People are attracted to things that are new. You could say they are curious by nature. The mere idea that it's temporary is a great incentive on its own. First stop, Paris. So, that's just one location, but we wanted something that could be used on multiple locations. Thus, we came up with a sort of adaptable system, so we could make different shapes with the same components. We decided to use triangles. You're thinking, why? Well, actually, it has a lot going for itself. Firstly, it's one of the strongest shapes you can use for construction. Secondly, it reduces the footprint of a component. And finally, it's suited for making different shapes without changing the original dimensions of the triangle. Then, we could create the basic components. You can see them all strolling along right now. For example, extra floors, balconies, a playground, extra space, staircases, and many more. Lovely. Now that we have the elements of our restaurants, we can start. As an example, we're using the Paris setup. This is the unit that never changes. It's basically just a kitchen. Now, we can keep adding or removing different components until we have the shape we want. Well, we've got that covered. Because all the triangles are the same shape, we can easily add windows. And when we don't want windows, we use a sort of fabric developed by the automotive industry. It's stretchable and slightly transparent, while still retaining good thermal properties. Then we buggered off to India. We stay 3 months on every location. Next in line was Shanghai, China, just in time for the Chinese New Year celebration. Questions and answers. For electricity we use solar power, mainly because the power of the sun is infinite. We have solar panels made that are embedded in the windows. Extra electricity we store in batteries, so we can keep going, even when the sun goes down. Another problem we encounter is water. Of course we try to use as little as possible, but when we really have to, we rely on the existing systems in the city. In the past, fast food restaurants were very dependent of location, but because our system is temporary, we have to let people know where we are. Luckily, everybody has these things called smartphones. We can guide people to our quick restaurant. Thanks to social network sites, word will spread quickly. off to Tokyo. And 3 months later you could find us in Kinshasa, Congo. Then we arrived in the New World, checking out the Formula 1 Grand Prix in Sao Paulo. May 1st, 2052, quick landed in the Big Apple, New York. But how do we move it? First, we get the components onto a large cargo plane, then fly to the next location. Once in the nearest airport, we move the components onto large trucks and drive up to the site. Once there, we pitch up a crane and put it all together again. The end point of our journey is the Burning Man Festival in Nevada. This cultural melting pot marks the end of the quick world tour.
Don't you know about the temperature change? The cold black shadow. Are you mad at your walls? Or hoping that an unknown force can repair things for you? Pardon all the time that you've thrown into your pale grey garden. If the ship will never come, you gotta move along.
It has come to an end. We've traveled 24,000 miles, done 8 locations. We've been away for 2 years. Now, it's time to go home.